it's Kazlon. For those of you who are new here, I make videos about work and play abroad. If you aren't new and you're coming back, thank you so much for doing so. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoy this video, please give it a like. Today, we are talking about travel and work and play abroad in a slightly different way because today's episode is a gift guide for the travel lovers and digital nomads in your life. I don't know if you're like me, but I tend to be a last minute gift getter. So as I was starting to think about all of the last minute gifts that I need to get, I thought about what it might be nice to get a traveler in your life or a digital nomad. And I wanted to find things that, since we are in the crunch time of the holidays, 7 days out from Christmas, things that would still arrive before Christmas. So I have put together a guide that I will have all of the links for below. I also have put all of this compiled into a blog post in my husband and I's website. It's Bonita, that you can go to. The links below will be in US and Canada, and they are almost all Amazon links just because we are in that time crunch. If this can serve as a guide for you to find some of these products locally, I encourage you to do so, as we know that the holiday season is essential for small businesses. But when you're under the gun, sometimes you have to go with Amazon. We have tons of great items to go through at many different price points, starting with a budget-friendly option. So the first group of items that we have could be great stocking stuffers, could also be turned into one kind of holistic gift, or it could also be standalone gifts. We've got a bunch of items that are basically travel-sized essentials, starting with a bunch of those little tubes that you would use for your toiletries. These are TSA approved. And I also made sure to look and make sure that I was finding ones that had great reviews for leak proof, as I think we all know that's usually the only thing that's wrong with them. And we also have a pill organizer, which could be a really great thing for your daily vitamins, or it could be used as like little makeshift first aid kit. And then we've also got perfume, traveler's perfume cases. So I love these, and allows you to really easily add your perfume. And one of the things that I love to do is bring a couple so that I have a few different scents with me when I'm abroad. Next up, we have a bunch of kind of electronics that are on the lower end in electronic organizers. So I don't know about you, but when you get to the airport and you have to take out all your electronics, it can be a little bit hectic. You never want to be that person that is holding up the line. So this is a great little organizer. I've also included a travel adapter with a few extra bells and whistles so that you can make sure that you're able to plug in wherever you are. So let's now get into those mid-range gifts. Again, we're gonna stick with the theme with electronics, which for a digital nomad is definitely a category that you can't go wrong in. We've got everything from air tags, which you can get like one of, and it could be a really small stocking stuffer, or you can get a pack of 4, and that would be considered more of a gift. Also include a portable monitor. This is something that I actually own and I cannot get enough of. I've been using it for about a year and a half, and it is so helpful. I work in media and work on media plans, and without it, I would not be able to see the Excel sheets. So highly recommend. Another item that I have is my Anchor power bank. And again, this is something I've had for like 2 years. They have newer versions, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I would say that this is a really great one to have. And then lastly, anything that it does double, or in this case, triple duty is great. This is a 3-in-1 charging pad. So you could be charging your AirPods, your iPhone, as well as your Apple Watch, all in one. And it folds up, so it's super compact. Next up within the mid-range category, we have what I have labeled as the Traveler's Essentials. I wanted to find a couple of items that you would use every single day and that typically you kind of cheap out on because you're, investing in some of the electronic items that are must-haves on your list. So these are things that I think the traveler would really appreciate and something that they're going to use every single day. So why not spend just a little bit more money and get them something quality that they'll be able to have and will last for a really long time. So starting with travel cubes, such a non-sexy thing, but seriously, I am obsessed with travel cubes and I'm always looking at new ones because the ones I have are great, but I kind of cheaped out and I wish I invested a little bit more money because they are starting to fall apart. I've shared you know, there's tons, but I've done a lot of research. This is one with great reviews, and it has so many different combinations that you can get, as well as a lot of different fun colors and patterns. I picked the tie-dye, but of course you can find what would be the perfect, you know, fit for whoever's on your list, or maybe you're gonna buy it for yourself. Next up, we have a water bottle that I personally own and I love so much. It is the Owala, I hope I'm saying that right, Owala water bottle. And if any of my friends are watching right now, you guys know I basically hardcore preach about how much I love this water bottle to anyone that will listen. I love that you can have it sip from two different ways. You can sip from it like a straw, or you can like chug it back, which is incredible. It snaps closed, it's totally leak proof. It keeps your water cold for like 24 hours. And of course it's like BPA free, all that good stuff, but it comes in tons of different colors as well as different sizes. So I have the 24 ounce in this fun tropical color combo, but of course you can find whatever is the right fit for you or for the person on your list. And then lastly, wanted to share some sneakers, and I've got men's and women's linked below. But On is something that my husband wears, and to be honest, I really regret not getting a pair. He asked me if I wanted some when he was getting them, and I declined, and I've been kind of regretting it ever since. Obviously, I could get them anytime, but he's had them for a while, and when you do have such a limited number of shoes that you can bring when you are traveling for long periods of time, having a really good, comfortable sneaker that can wear a lot of different hats, so to speak, like can look good when you're hiking, or can be a good going out shoe, or can just be a daily shoe, is so important. And again, I tend to cheap out. I usually, for the Canadian girlies, you know, Winners, I usually go to Winners and try to find sneakers there. And I would definitely say investing in a higher quality shoe is the way to go. Okay, last but not least, wanted to share a few ideas that would really go above and beyond with our high ticket items. Wanted to start with the ultimate toy for digital nomads, which is a drone. This is the DJI Mini Pro 3, and this is a drone that I actually want. I don't have a drone yet, and I would love one if anyone's listening and wants to buy me one. I've done a lot of research though, and I'll link the video below where I found this one, and it basically goes through all of the different drones on the market and the various different price points and what you're getting. And really, this was the recommendation as a really solid entry drone that's gonna give you great quality. This is obviously a higher price tag, and when you look at it Canadian dollars, it can sting, but there really is no price to all the beautiful shots that you would be getting with your drone. So of course, had to include it. We have one more electronic item, and then we'll be shifting gears for the higher ticket items here. Wanted to share a projector, which this is a Kodak projector, which is really small, which is why I picked it. It's basically something that can fit in a pocket. And the nice thing about it, this might not be for people that just travel frequently, but certainly for digital nomads. You never really know what the situation's gonna be for your living room, or maybe you're even in just like a dorm. This is a really great way to be able to have like a movie night or favorite TV shows. And it can also be used as a second screen. So if you don't want to have a second monitor, this is a great alternative, and can also be used for things like video calling. So perfect way to make sure that your special someone's going to be calling back and seeing your gorgeous face on a big screen. Switching gears here, kind of an obvious one, but since the travel lover in your life loves to travel, why not get them some travel? This is obviously super easy, but doesn't come at a low price tag. You can go to basically any airline and do a gift card for whatever amount you feel comfortable. So that could be anywhere from, I think, as low as like $100. I don't think there's a limit, but maybe like $1,000, whatever you feel comfortable with. It would be a super pro tip to know exactly which airlines they love to frequent. And if they are maybe members of a loyalty program to one of them, that would maybe be a great one for you to start with. But of course, you might not know any of this, and you might want to give a specific flight gift, but not really know how or where to start. And I actually, in my research, stumbled across a company called Flight Gift, and they have a very cool system. It's linked below, where you can basically give kind of like a set budget and a destination, and they basically take care of the rest, and it's a voucher online that they can receive. It's pretty cool. I definitely haven't used it before, so can't vouch for it, but if you have, please let me know in the comments below. I'm super curious, and I think it's such a great idea. I kind of wish that I thought of it. The last way that you could buy flights for that special travel lover in your life would be to buy a package of prepaid flights. And not every airline does this, but typically what it'll be is you'll buy them in a bundle, and it'll be anywhere from like 10 to I think like 50 or whatever it may be. And they're one-way flights to specific destinations, or in some cases, anywhere within that provider's network. I've actually shared a specific airline, Porter, which is a US Canadian airline, and they offer something called Porter Pass. And again, you would basically select whether you want a specific destination, or it can be anywhere within their flight network, which was in the US and Canada, and you can choose anywhere from 10 to 100 flights at a time, which is crazy to me. I took a little look at what that price point would be. I think the ones that are pretty domestic start at around that like $2,000, $3,000 for the 10. And keep in mind, these are one-way flights, and this was actually at the economy level. So keep in mind, if you want to do business or anything else, this price is going to go up exponentially. And then at the 100 flight level, I looked at what it would be for anywhere within their network, and that was around 29,000 Canadian dollars. So obviously you need to go in there and play around yourself, and it isn't something that, you know, is going to be cheap, but it is a really, really great gift. And parents or loved ones, this is a really great gift to have, to give to your special someone who maybe lives far away. And it could be a set package of flights home, so that they could always come back home and visit you, which I think that's really what Christmas and the holidays is all about. It's about staying with family. I myself am here up in, down, depending where you are, in Florida to visit my aunt and uncle, and my mom's coming down from Canada, and it's something we do every year, and it's just nice to be together. So to me, buying a package of flights that makes sure that you can come home and you always have a flight to come home and visit is just really special. And that's it. That brings us to the end of our gift guide for 2023. I hope that it helped you find a few ideas for that special traveler in your life or digital nomad, and then you're able to get all of the last gifts off your list so that you can enjoy the holidays. I will likely be talking to you in 2024, so please have a wonderful and safe holiday with your friends and family. If you did like this video, it would mean so much to me if you gave it a like, and if you're enjoying the content on my channel, please subscribe, as it really does help me as I am growing my channel right now. And until next time, stay wavy.